I didn't shave.
That's okay.
That's okay. Okay.
You know how everybody jumps on that bandwagon in January and is like, I'm going to lose the weight this year.
Let's do it. I'm going to go to the gym and I'm going to get on the treadmill and I'm going to lift the weights and go to Costco and buy me a new coat rack. Exercise bike.
Well, we're going to punish ourselves and start on December 20th. Way to be ahead of that curve. But also, doing this over Christmas? Question mark?
Yes.
Oh, well. It'll be fun. Also, we're back.
Hi.
Hi. Good to see you again.
How many kids do we have?
Do we count the cats?
Oh, the cats are terrible.
Do we count the neighbors?
Oh my goodness, they're just as bad.
So technically, we birthed 2 children. Well, we birthed 2.5 children. I don't know. We birthed 2 children.
Okay.
We took in a 3rd.
Yep.
We kicked out 2.
Yep.
Supposedly, there's 1 left. But have you seen her?
I have not seen her in ages. So we used to be a family of 5. Right now we're like a family of 2.3.
Unless Lily is home, and then she brings her friend and her boyfriend.
Oh my goodness. So the reason this is important is because we still grocery shop like we are a family of 5. We are not a family of 5. And so as time has passed, our freezers have gotten fuller and fuller and fuller. We've got roasts and ground beef and chicken and various types of seafoods. And we were looking at this going, oof, that's a lot of frozen food.
I'm a sucker for a deal, what can I say? I was at Costco and all that roast was like $5 a pound. And when was the last time roasts were $5 a pound?
Never. So we brought in like 8.
I only bought 2 of them, but I didn't realize that was like 12 pounds.
Yeah, so we brought in another 12 pounds of roast. Well, anyway, we have some travel coming up. And so we came up with this idea. Let's eat down the freezer. And that way we don't have so much just sitting here. And that led to this whole challenge that we had of don't go grocery shopping for, what, 28 days was it?
Yeah, well, however much time we have until said trip. 28 days is what it worked out to be, and we weren't going to go out to eat either.
Correct. So we were going to eat
at home.
Which, I mean, if anybody knows, it's going to be good for my gut.
Well, so, and I want to clarify real quick because I forgot to mention it. This is not necessarily a weight loss thing.
No.
Some of these meals, in fact, a good portion of these meals, took zero regard into whether or not it was diet friendly. It is 100% just what can I make out of the inventory in the house.
Yep. So we've got this challenge that we were going to do. Eat everything down, don't go out to eat. And this video was going to be the kickoff to that challenge. I mean, it still technically is.
Well, and this idea came to my mind because in 2019 at this time, my Facebook memories reminded me that the government shut down for what became the longest shutdown at the time.
Yep.
And at the time, we ate, I mean, by the end of it, I was eating ramen for like every meal because I had a case of ramen.
Yeah.
We were not prepared for that situation. And I jokingly said, if the government shut down today, I think we'd be fine. We could eat everything we had and still eat like kings for a whole month.
We probably could. And so the kickoff was going to be the kickoff, but the circumstances have changed.
If it wasn't already apparent, Garen and I, we're both federal employees. So a shutdown affects us both.
Yes, it does. Back in 2019, as has been discussed, we had the longest shutdown that had impacted us yet. And like you said, we were not ready for that. And so ramen became a thing, and rice and beans and things that just weren't staples in our household.
Now that was 5 years ago, and I became very concerned about ever being in that situation again. So we are well situated and prepared for this situation, but
I'm eating a piece of ice because I didn't expect that to happen.
Oh, It's okay.
And that's okay. But
as of this recording, there is a federal shutdown looming. If it doesn't happen, if they reach an agreement before Monday, nothing changes. We're still going to do this challenge because we were going to do it anyway. But the fact that it might be happening during a shutdown is just gravy.
Yeah. So the challenge is going to continue regardless, but
Well, and I already received that phone call that I am a non-exempted employee and will be furloughed.
You're not essential.
I'm not important. I even got a whole script about how this is in no way a reflection of the quality of work I perform.
Federal employment's fun. So we realized we were going to do this for the next 28 days, and we had to come up with a menu.
Ta-da! Maybe we'll like
I'll
some B-roll.
B-roll that. They'll be able to see it. But with this menu, we've got 7 chicken meals, 4 made with beef roasts because you got a really good deal.
But they're not all roasts.
No, we're gonna thin slice some of those. We'll talk about that in a second. One of them is shrimp.
That was shrimp we bought a while ago on a good deal too.
Yeah, I have a hard time cooking shrimp. Those last ones
They turned up
good,
really
though.
good. I think the bigger the shrimp, the easier to cook.
I agree. 2 fish meals.
One is cod, one is salmon.
Yep. 4 meals made with ground beef because
97% lean ground beef.
Yeah.
Because we got this giant chub of it from Costco.
yeah, you can go to Costco and get the big 10-pound chubs, and then 2 made with stewing beef. And I'm actually really excited for a bunch of these. We're gonna do some things that we've never done before, like there's gonna be chicken pad thai in there. Tamarind paste is expensive.
We're also making burrito tacos, which we've never done before either.
I have never done that one. We got the dried chilies that we're gonna have to simmer, and I'm impressed.
We're gonna do some chili with cornbread, but then we got major holidays.
Oh yeah, okay. So in there we've got 2 major holidays, but that's gonna be 3 major meals. We've got Christmas in there and New Year's in there, and I think we're doing a family dinner in there somewhere.
Yeah, so we do this thing with our friends where we take turns cooking a Sunday night dinner for both families at once, so that we can have a chance to eat other things that maybe we wouldn't normally eat, or make things and eat down the house.
Yep. So we've got these great meal ideas. Like I said, we've got 28 of them, and we're not going to go grocery shopping. But you also made the comment that since we're not going out to eat, I made the comment that I'm kind of a chubby little butt, we may unintentionally lose some weight off of this. So how does this all tie into the big picture?
Before you continue on, speaking of weight, we haven't done a video in a while.
We have not.
Let me refresh your memory. I started here.
That's a number.
And now I am here.
That's a significantly smaller number.
It is somewhat smaller. For the first time, and I think since we started making these videos, I've had an actual loss.
You've had a significant loss. I mean, that's a big deal. I'm impressed.
Now, I did meet with a doctor, developed a plan of action, and am following that plan of action, so yay, slow. It's been slow success. I started having success since the beginning of November. It's now the end of December. So that change has been in 2 months' time.
2 months' time, yeah. And no, you are doing fantastic.
How about you?
Oh, my number looks like this. Well, that's where I started. But then, I'm currently, I mean, it's still better, but I mean, it's where we're at.
So not a ton has changed though for us. Just making portion sizes adjustments at the moment. Garen, of course, still tries to get on treadmill.
I love the treadmill.
Like 10th day.
Yeah.
We are focusing on the food for the most part, especially in portion size rather than calorie count.
Yeah. But with that in mind, because we are talking food, what are we doing for dinner tonight?
Tonight's going to be tachos.
Tachos.
I haven't plugged it into my... Oh, we're using Lose It, by the way.
Oh yeah, Lose It. It's great. We bought the premium because why not? But yeah, that's what we're using right now. What's your streak now for
40 some odd days?
40 some odd days. I think I'm only up to 10. I've always had a hard time tracking my food. And I
started when I started the plan with the doctor.
No, that is super cool. But tonight we're making tachos, and we're going to show you what that looks like now. Okay, we're making tachos. Kerplow. That's everything that's going to go into this. We've got, well, the tots of the tachos and the Fritos, or the corn chip strips, as Disney calls them. Sour cream. We got the no bean chili, a little bit of Rotel, and some Velveeta. Because why? Because we're making nacho cheese. Then I'm going to grate up a little bit of Colby Jack, and then we're going to sprinkle it all with scallions. So let's go make that, shall we? While my tater tots are in the air fryer, I'm gonna go tiny whisk me some sour cream. Babish would be proud. I am actively writing down what's gonna go into this meal so I can get calorie counts. And something that we have is, no, it's not an ice cream scoop. It's actually a portion control device. This is 4 fluid ounces, and it's great for scooping out mashed potatoes or rice, or in this case, chili. And I think this is one of those little things that are going to help contribute to our successes. We have tachos. That's gonna be awesome. I'm gonna feed my wife. And me, because I like food. It had good presentation, but then you gotta stir it up and it looks like, well, this. But with so good with this one.
I actually really enjoy tachos. So I got this idea from one of our trips to Disney.
Yep.
Where they served this at Toy Story Land at
Woody's Lunchbox.
Yes. So I'm basically copying what I remember of it. Now their chili I think has beans in it, and this one's is from a can.
Yep.
But
beanless. It's Coney Island style.
The idea is the same, and I love things like that. So no way is this a calorie-friendly meal. So the rest of my day has been light to compensate for it. But what do you think about tachos?
Tachos are super cool, and it's one of those things that, in the moment, they are. I mean, it's almost like a comfort food. It's like Frito pie, but it's got tater tots, and who doesn't love Frito pie and tater tots? Mm-hmm. So I'm excited, and we do a really good job of taking those foods that we've had elsewhere and plussing them up and making them better because, well, we know how food works, as you can see.
Well, maybe next time we can make them as tacos instead of as chili.
Ooh.
Wouldn't that be good?
That would be very good.
Anyways.
I'm a fan.
We are going to try to stick to this plan. We're going to try to make portion-sized choices. There is protein and vegetables in most of these. I think 1 or 2 goes with like fries as vegetables, which is a stretch, but
I mean, if you can count the tomato sauce on a pizza as a vegetable. But I digress.
There's no pizza in that list. I actually had the thought to make the dough.
To make our own pizza, yeah. No, we're gonna wind up making our own breads. That's the exciting part. But yeah, we're gonna take this, we're gonna vlog with this, and we're gonna show you what we're making for these meals, and we're not gonna go grocery shopping to do it.
No, we are not. There's gonna be no grocery shopping. In fact, there's gonna be no eating out either.
Yep.
This is for all 3 meals. We did think of breakfasts and lunches in there too.
We did.
I don't know why, but I have 7 dozen eggs.
Okay, so that was I was poorly calculated. It was a calculated decision, but it turns out I'm really bad at math.
Well, we knew we were going to make... So I'm supposed to make deviled eggs for Christmas.
Yes.
And I was going to make a dozen deviled eggs.
Yeah.
I don't know if I need 7 dozen eggs to make 1 dozen deviled eggs.
No, we don't. So lunches are going to be things like have some eggs and some sausage.
Well, and I think I'm going to pre-make some breakfast burritos when I have more room in the freezers because...
Yeah.
Also, note the plural.
Freezers. Yeah,
we've got 3 of them. Most people don't have 3 freezers.
Yeah.
And they're all full.
Again, calculated decision, but I'm bad at math. So.
But yes, our lunches will be either Insta foods I already have in the freezer, Dino Nuggets, turkey sandwiches, because I have 2 containers of turkey, and one's in the freezer.
Because of course we do.
It's because I forget I have it. I have a full one and I buy another one and I'm like, oh, so I put it in the freezer. Mm-hmm. And then when that first one goes away, I buy another one and then I remember I have one in the freezer, so I get it out. And I've been on a constant rotation of taking turkey out of the freezer.
Oh, man.
We're going to run out of bread before the end of the month, so...
We're going to make bread.
We'll have to make bread.
That's coming.
The fresh fruits and vegetables won't make it to the end of the month, so we're going to have to rely on canned and frozen by the end. Things like that.
But yeah, I'm looking forward to it. So.
Well, anyways, we hope you missed us because we're back. Yay!
Hi.
And finally seeing a little bit of movement in the right direction. So.
It's been a big deal. But either way, thanks for being here, folks. Keep an eye out because more good stuff's coming. Appreciate it.
Is my hair okay? Does it make me look old?
Your hair's great.
Big forehead.
5 head? What? No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding.